Now that you have a video successfully in Logger Pro, we are ready to start the analysis. So you'll want to begin by just playing the video through to make sure you have the entire motion ready to go. Once you are satisfied that you do, you want to move your video to about your initial position, kind of where this motion really begins. That'll take a little bit of playing around, as you can see. Once you have that, you're going to hit this little button over here, and that pops up a whole array of options that will help you analyze your video. So one of the first things that we're going to want to do is set our origin. To set our origin, you're going to hit this third button down, and you can set that anywhere on your screen. And I'm going to set it at approximately the lowest point that my ball went. So notice there's a black mark on that ball. That's going to help us spot it as we go through the video. So once I have set my origin, I also want to set a scale to tell the computer how much like 1 meter is. So you'll notice in the background in the same place where my ball is, and that's going to be an important point for you. I click this button right here, and this meter stick is literally a meter, so I'm going to click the top of it and drag down to the bottom of it. And I am going to set that scale. So I'm going to say that that's 1 meter. If you have a different length, you need to enter it here. So now the computer knows exactly how long 1 meter is. From there, you're going to insert data points. And insert a data point, you hit the second button here. And every time you click, the video will advance 1 frame. Now, what I'm going to do, well, I didn't get quite to the bottom, but that's okay. This is a good opportunity for us to learn how to undo some things. So I'm going to actually undo some of those data points. So I can select a data point and delete it. So to select a data point, you have to come up here to this little arrow. I'm going to delete it. And I am going to reset my origin because I don't like where I put it my first time. I'm going to take it and put it all the way down here. This little thing here is a handle where you can tilt your axis, so don't let that bother you. So if you're working on a ramp or an inclined plane or something, a hill or something like that, you can use that to tilt your axis system, just like we do on objects on ramps. So I'm going to go back and put my points in. And I'm going to use that black mark as best I can to spot the ball. And every time I click, it will advance 1 frame. And I am trying my best to line up that black dot in the crosshairs of my video. And I am done. Now I am wanting to study just my motion in 1 dimension. So I'm going to come over here to my axis and I'm going to just select, I want my Y. I'm just looking at my up and down motion. I also want to adjust my time scale. So if I double click anywhere on the graph, oh, I want to get rid of that point. Sorry, I forgot I had that point. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to come back up here to my little pointer, double click anywhere on the graph, and notice it says movie options. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this little button here that says first VA point, so that's video analysis point, defines movie time of 0. So that makes the graph start at time 0 so that you don't have to try to make your video perfect. You can just start it whenever and you can set the time at 0. So I click OK. There we go. And now I have a graph that I can analyze.